Alright, coming in hot off a vampire killer from Castlevania on the NES. That's basically like the Mario theme of the whole Castlevania series because it pops up in not every iteration of the game, but it's been updated numerous times. Pretty iconic song, really, if you're a Castlevania fan. I mean, it's just a big, like, heavy metal song, basically. Yeah, and the remix community has really been kind to it, so there's been a lot of pretty, really good covers out there, overclock remixes, and all kinds of other stuff out there for you to check out. And I didn't say, this is VGM Monday, 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio's mini podcast about video game music. And changing the format a little bit on this one, just because, why not? Because this music is so awesome, I had to fit in two, and I didn't want to just lump them both at the end, because I think my voice kind of turns people off. So I decided to start off with something, and we'll continue on with something else now in a minute. Although, one more thing I wanted to say about the Castlevania NES, besides the really kicking music, strange thing about the credits, they don't really... I think because the Castlevania game is really suited for Halloween, because it's not scary, per se, like a Silent Hill, but it is horror-themed, and like old-school gothic horror, like those 70s Hammer Dracula movies and that, because, well, one, you're going around killing vampires and zombies in Medusa's heads for some reason. It's Greek mythology, but sure, he's right there with Frankenstein. Frankenstein is there, of course, and death shows up. And at the end, you have a big final confrontation with the big man Dracula himself. So it's just a big, like, love letter to old classic kind of gothic horror movies and stuff. And it's pretty cool. But the credits, I guess they were really concerned that they would get sued by Universal or Hammer or any of these, like... I mean, they're all public domain characters, really. They were pretty nervous over there at Konami, because when you finally beat the game, when you finally beat Dracula, and you get the end credits, there's no, like, real end credits, they're jokes. So for a long time, people didn't actually know, like, who did the music for the game, or who did any of this. Because in the credits, like, they even have, like, a cast list for, like, Death. It was played by Bela Lugosi. Not Bela Lugosi, Bela Lugosi, and Frankenstein was just Carl Office. Like, these aren't even really good jokes. Screenplay by Bram Stoker. I don't think you need a screenplay for a video game, but that's okay. Music by James Banana. Like, that's not even a reference to anything, I don't think. I think they kept up that tradition for Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest as well, which is where this second track comes from. And I think I've rambled on enough. These games are really fun. I think Simon's Quest, for all the hate that seems to get around the internet because of certain angry video game nerds out there, seem to really give it a lot of flack, and it gets a bad name. It's not that bad. It's a little bit boring at parts, and there are some old cryptic things that pretty much all video games were like that back then. If it wasn't completely straightforward, if there was any branching paths or anything, it was confusing. So I think this game gets it got a bit of the short stick. I mean, it's not that bad, really. I'd rather actually play this one than the first one. I would just rather play it. So anyway, that's it. This is pretty much the main theme from Castlevania 2. And it's another ripper, just like Vampire Killer. It's Bloody Tears. thanks for listening all the way to the end. You're a good guy or gal, for sure. And if you liked what you heard, definitely just click that like or subscribe button. Subscribe would be amazing. We really want to see that number going up, because, I mean, we are trying to reach as many people as we can, and the more subscribers we get, the better things will be. And if you're not listening to the podcast for some reason, listen to the podcast. It's right here on this channel on YouTube. And if you want to take it on the go, there it is on iTunes. And if you listen on iTunes, give it a 5-star rating and write a pretty cool review. It could be a really bad review. I don't really care, as long as it's 5 stars. It'd be great. Alright, see you next week.